In the quiet village of Nkem, there lived a young man named Somadina. He was 23 years old, strong, handsome, and full of dreams. But Somadina was very poor. He lived in a small mud house and struggling to eat 2 meals a day. People in the village liked him because he was hardworking, but poverty followed him like a shadow. One evening, as the orange sunset behind the hills, Smadna sat alone under a tree behind his house. He looked up at the sky and whispered, God, when will my life change? I'm tired of suffering. I need a miracle. That night, something strange happened. Smadna went to the bed earlier. His room was dark and quiet. He laid on his mat, ready to sleep. But around midnight, he felt something move behind him. He opened his eyes slowly. At first, at first, he saw nothing. But then, as his eyes adjusted to the darkness, he saw it. A long thick snake lying behind him. His heart beat fast. He wanted to scream, but fear held his voice. The snake did not bite him, it just stayed still beside him. Suddenly, it wrapped itself around his waist like it was hugged him. Then it spoke, a soft whisper. Do not be afraid, the snake said. I will not harm you, Smadna. He had never heard a snake talk. I came because you asked for help, the snake said. I can change your life, but you must let me sleep beside you every night. If you agree, you will become rich. Smadna drank in shock. Sleep beside me every night. Yes, said the snake. Just sleep. Nothing else. In return, I will give you money, land, and everything and every wanted. He was afraid, but he was also desperate. He thought of the hungry, the insults, the poverty, and then he said yes. From that night, the snake came to sleep beside his Magna. Every morning, when he woke up, it was gone. But strange things began to happen. One morning, he woke up and saw a leather bag full of money beside his bed. The next day, a man from the city came and told him that his late uncle had left him a large piece of land. In 1 month, Smadna went from poor to rich. He built a fine house. He bought a car. He wore the best clothes. People in the village were shocked. Is that not Smadna, the poor boy? How did he become rich so fast? Smadna only smiled and said, God did it. But every night the snake still came. It would crawl into his bed, wrap around him, and whispered strange things in his ear. At first, it was bearable. So soon, Smadna changed. He could no longer sleep without the snake. When it did not come, he felt cold and weak. His appetite disappeared. His eyes turned yellow like a snake's. One day, his childhood friend, Obi, came to visit. Smadna, he said, I heard you are now rich, but you don't look happy. What's wrong? Smadna smiled weakly. Nothing. Obi started at him. You look strange. Tell me the truth. Smadna looked around and whispered, can I trust you? Always, Obi said. Then Smadna told him everything. The snake, the dew, the riches, and the naughty visit. Obi stood up, shocked. You are sleeping with a spirit snake. This is not normal. You need help. Smadna shook his head. I can't sleep now. If I do, I will die. She warned me. Obi ran to the next village to meet an old native doctor. The old man listened carefully, then nodded. This is not a snake, it is the spirit of Eke, the queen of the world. She gave riches but take your souls. If your friend does not stop, He will no longer be human. Obi returned, but it was too late. Somadina had changed completely. He did not go out during the day. His movements became slow and smooth, like a snake. He no longer blinked. He no longer smiled. At night, if you pass his window, you would hear his. Then one morning, a woman screamed. A man collapsed near the stream. By sunrise, three people were dead, each with a snake bite. The village are very hungry. The elders called a meeting. This is not ordinary. They have said something evil lives among us. They are fast, they are prayed, but the death continued. Then a little girl saw it. She had gone to fetch firewood near Somadina's house. She saw a hot black snake out of his window. It had golden marked and red eyes. The village elders marched to Somadina's house. Their knock, no answer. They enter. What they saw made them run back. Somadina was lying on the floor, half woman, half snake. His lower body was long. His tongue, his eyes grew red, but he smiled. You can't stop me, he said. I'm now one with her. The village priest stepped toward and began to pray. The snake spirit screamed. Smoke filled the room, thunder roared, and then silence. When the smoke cleared, Mano was gone. Only his clothes remained. Some say he was taken by the spirit. Others believe he lived deep in the forest, teaching others how to sleep with the snake and become rich. But one thing was clear, the course was not finished. Years later, another young man named Obinna ran away from home. He was only 17 years. His father had beaten him for stealing. His mother cried and said, I will end up like Somadina. And Obinna shouted back, maybe I want to. At least he became rich. He ran deep into the forest, angry, hungry, alone. Then he saw an old haunt, lights glowing from inside. He entered. A man was sitting with his black cloth, a golden snake wrapped around his neck. The man turned. Somadina, Obinna. Yes, the man said. He wanted help and she heard you. Obinna fell to his knees. Please, I'm tired of suffering. Somadina smiled. Then sleep with her. Let her come into your dream and your life will never be the same. Obinna agreed. And the circle began again. Obinna returned to the village, rich and powerful. But strange things happened. At night, his window opened. Village head whispered. A baby went missing. The elders called him. How did you become rich? He smiled. Hard work. But they know he was lying. They are called the old priest again. This is the same spirit. He said, if we don't stop it, the land will bleed. That night, they surrounded Obina's house with salt and went to Obina's house too and palm leaves. The priests pray. The wind, the sky turned black. Snake rose from the ground and attacked. Obina came out, half woman, half snake. You cannot stop her. She lived in the heart of the grid. The priest raised his staff. A flash of light, a scream, smoke, and then silence. Obina was gone. Only ashes remains.